Okay, here we are at Lake Burgson, and it just started raining.
I think it just stopped.
Started hailing. Started and stopped. And Justin, why don't you tell us about the hike in yesterday?
Oh, the hike in?
Yeah.
First time I've ever been backpacking. You guys showed the way. And 3 miles, 50-pound packs on each of us.
Yeah.
And we made it safe and sound and set up camp.
A little trouble finding the trail though?
We overshot it a little bit.
Yeah.
But we doubled back and we found it.
Trailblazed. We made our own trail.
So we got here, we started setting up camp. Mike, you started your campfire?
Yeah, we did it with flint and steel.
Flint and steel, of course.
Kevin
What else
and I.
would you do?
Not a problem.
And then, we got into dinner pretty quick.
Yeah, we started cooking dinner.
Kevin, why don't you
Firewood.
tell us about those,
We got
those
some
steaks?
ribeyes. 4 ribeyes.
Some ribeyes?
Cooked them on the fire.
Yeah.
Ate them on paper plates. Some of us ate them on rocks.
One of us ate them on a rock.
Packed them in frozen.
Absolutely.
Good steak.
Yeah, pre-marinated, frozen. Packed them in. Yeah.
And everybody slept pretty well. Got up in the morning, had some oatmeal,
Early.
bagels.
6:30.
We were all up.
6:30 wake up call.
Started the fire this morning with just the ashes from last night.
That's right.
No matches.
That's the way to do it. Hiked over to Wheats Meadow,
Wheats Meadow.
a place we haven't been to in a number of years.
Yeah.
Checked out the, I don't know what you call it, that little building they have, and it was all
Cow camp.
collapsed. The
Cow camp.
Found their well.
Yeah.
Some exploring
Never
over
saw
there.
that before.
I saw a bear track, which looked pretty fresh. Oh, we
saw bears this morning.
Saw the bears. and
9
the
a.m. we saw a
trap.
bear on the other side of a ravine.
So we went out to the lookout this morning.
Yeah.
You could see both of the Dardanelle cones and Lake Donnell from this lookout. And we look across the way. Kevin points it out. Look across the way, and there's a mama bear and the 2 cubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just rolling
So-
by.
Probably as the crow flies 500 yards away, but they're on the other side of a ravine, so it's probably half mile
crazy.
walking away
We
from
were
us.
safe.
Yeah,
Crazy.
very safe. But she could see, she heard us when we pointed at her and talked about her. Like she heard us talking, she looked at us, and we were looking at her.
What's up, fellas?
But shortly after that, we saw the fresh bear tracks on their way to
Yeah.
the grove.
Fresh bear tracks over in Wheats Meadow. On the way back from Wheats Meadow, Justin and I were feeling a little grimy, and decided to go for a swim. That's right.
The 55-degree water lake.
We went in Lake
With the
Burgson.
55-degree air temperature. And it was probably the coldest swim I've ever had.
but utterly refreshing.
Extremely refreshing and well worth it.
Check our subsequent video for live action of that.
And then here we are.
Here we are.
Just
What's,
enjoying the rest of the campsite.
what's for chow tonight, man?
We're gonna do a pasta dinner. We brought in some pasta and tomato sauce that we'll mix up. Do a nice chicken tomato pasta dinner over the fire with some fine red wine.
some fine, the finest from Chile. And
Jack's empty already.
we're in the middle of
Wild
Of-
turkeys.
The Burgson decathlon.
we're in the middle of the
80%
first
down.
annual Burgson decathlon competition. Let's see. Event number 1 was
Long-range shooting.
target practice from a prone position, long range.
How far was that? 50, 60 feet? 70 feet?
At least
70
yeah, probably
feet?
70 feet.
Okay, we'll call it 70 feet. And
With an air rifle.
and the best, the best shot goes to this guy. And then we did a standing
Short range shooting.
short range target practice, and the best shot goes to that guy
With a near bullseye.
near bullseye.
From my dad.
And what are some of the other decathlon events we're about to do?
Upcoming is the hatchet log.
Ooh, hatchet throw.
Well, the hatchet throw and the hatchet
Oh,
log
the
chop.
log chop, yeah.
Yeah.
Lumberjack
So
style.
the timed log chop will be the exciting one.
Okay.
And
Get some footage of this sucker.
and we've got a big log on the fire right now.
Yeah. Speaking of fire here. So we grilled our ribeye steaks last night right over the top of these coals. First time I've ever seen anything like that. I'd say it was pretty successful. They were delicious.
Yeah. Perfect medium rare.
Mm-hmm. It was a little dark to see if
Yeah,
they were
it-
medium rare, but they tasted medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's a good summary of the trip so far. And
Get a shot of the camp.
oh yeah, the camp. So we've got obviously this kind of uphill rock face over here. Got the campfire right against it. We set up a little dining fly over the top of this fallen log, which is kind of acting as our bar area. You might have noticed some alcohol on the bar. And over here we've got camp. So our little compound, 1, 2, 3 tents.
Everyone's taking a dump except for Kevin.
Okay. And Mike is obsessed with fire, so he's of course throwing more pine cones in.
You know, the putting those pine cones is going to help my case.
Well,
It's going to burn that log faster.
not enough.
Hey, we have a bet on when this log's gonna burn.
All right, tell us about the bet.
We picked a time with this huge log in here, and we each picked a time as to when the log will break in half and collapse into the fire. Probably a good 2 to 3 hours from now, but there's some drinks riding on this bet.
Okay. All right, well, until the next update. That's the 2014 Burgson trip.
Later.